Hello, everybody. Bryan here from quantlabsnet.com. I want to show you probably the most sophisticated strategy, project, simulation, whatever you want to call it, that I've done yet. This is, I would think, pretty close to high frequency trading. We have a backend, which is in C++. I'll show you everything in terms of the visuals and the front end, which is in Python Starlit. I've started using Starlit front end because I really like it, and when it generates code or vibe code, it's clean. So this is the most advanced LLM model out there that I'm using, the Anthropic Claude 4 Opus with reasoning. Okay, so that's very expensive to run. Okay, so we've got here 46 okay, different instruments available that I've tested, I've shown numerous times. So we've got 46. Again, we're feeding things like NASDAQ, heating oil, gold, euro, Ethereum, Bitcoin, the like. Okay. So out of that, we're able to generate a free, um, let me just clean this up here. So I'm able to uh, basically showcase a summary report from those reports. And again, this is 100% AI. Everything I'm generating is 100% AI. So you can see here, I've got optimal combined futures and options strategies for highest profit. So these include options hedging, straddles for these different instruments based upon each report I feed in. Remember, there's 46 of them. Okay, so we got cover calls, protective puts for bullish outlook, with downside protection for these ones, calendar spreads for stable volatility, and then we're using weightings for a potential $100,000, or in this case, looks like $1 million account, but in the coding it's 100,000. Okay, and different types of strategies for what types of instruments. Okay, so put all of this in available for my elite programming quant members, um, and we'll leave it at that. So we'll get everything source code and all. All right, so let's get to it. Right here is the output of the line. Well, let me start over here. I'm going to stop this, and there's another element here as well, which I believe is which one is this one? So this is the backend. Okay, this is the backend C++ that serves up the actual set of strategies. Okay, so off it goes. Okay, so now in another terminal, I'm running the front end. Okay, again, feeding in that report, the summary report, into Opus, Claude 4 Opus with reasoning to generate what I'm just showing you here with the source code. Okay, off it goes. So it's going to now launch the front end of this back end on the C++ back end. So you can see here we're now starting at 100,000. Okay, it's live, and this is very sophisticated. This is why I like Starlit. So you can see right here we got strategy allocation, 40% arbitrage, 25% strangle, straddle, 15% cover call, protective put, and calendar spread. These are obviously uh, for futures and options. Now, this is a futures on options on futures, nothing to do with equity outside the indices. So you can see here, this is all simulation. So it's running live. So we got here a portfolio 100,000 total P&L in dollars, average active positions right now, and it's doing a bid and ask low latency strategy. Okay, so the average win rate now is at 54%. These are all the open P&L breakdown of total P&L on different types of strategies. Okay, Here's the strategy metrics on the win ratio, Sharpe ratio, trade execution, and max drawdown. Okay, again, this is live. We get the market data. So we have our live market data, and obviously it's fake data, but it's being fed into this front end with the back end being right here. Okay, it's constantly updating every couple of seconds. Okay, so that's the back end of the C++ running with the running strategy and trading and simulation. Okay, so here we have our live market data, live simulate data. That is, this is absolutely amazing. So here and we're using bid ask spread, so we can see what's giving us the best spread and the best volume. So you can see right here, we got Swiss franc, Australian dollar, DX, Canadian, oil, Australian, so on and so forth. Okay. Here, we've got the real-time quotes. Choose an option. So I don't know. Let's do ES. Okay. There we go. There's our live spread bid and ask. I can put another one in. Now, these are features that I have not asked for, but the AI, specifically the Opus 4, is so advanced, it's giving me all this cool stuff. So I got my oil here. So there, I could watch oil spreads. Okay. I could put in minimum volume, maximum spread. Obviously, here I can refresh the data at any time I want. Okay. This is amazing. Here's all our positions. Total position value at 52,000. Total position P&L, we're up 4.5%. Winning possessions at 4 out of 5. Average position size at $9,000 or $10,000. These are our active positions. Okay. Again, this is an entire HFT, high frequency trading system, live performing, simulated data, of course. So here's our P&L by position. Okay, got a Bitcoin here. Can't remember what CC. I just can't remember what ZT, ZC, and these are all our different types of strategies. We've got arbitrage, straddle, cover call, protective put. Okay, so here's our breakdown. Okay, by percent. I this took no more than 10 minutes to generate, my friends. From one report that I was able to generate in 5 minutes. This is amazing. So you've heard me talk about the trading desks out there in high frequency trading shops. This is it. This is optimal. Um, I could easily deploy this onto Streamlit Community Cloud or custom deployment, wherever that might be. So it's going to create a Docker Kubernetes with my own authentication by just probably pushing a couple buttons. So here's the refresh rate set at 2 seconds. Okay. So I don't know what to tell you. I really, so all of these are preset based upon my summary and what it thinks is going to give me optimal profit. So see the overview. So we're down 100,000. We're up 150 bucks. So this is very sophisticated. Now you might be going, golly gee, Bryan, that's pretty incredible. Okay, so if you want to know more, all you got to do is go to Quant Labs Net. Okay, 2 options. So here you can sign up on our email list. We send out quite a few now emails. I would engage in everything that's available to you. You'll get more emails and know what we're doing. So you can do that by either signing up here or going to the Learn tab. Boom. Or you want to get more sophisticated and you feel unlucky, this will change. But right now, this is where it's at. Okay. You can choose a plan. There's only one plan, 7-day trial. Okay. So you get a 7-day trial, risk free, just to get an idea of what we're putting behind the paywall. That's including our client analytics, our news via our private group. And then we also have a bunch of courses you could take. Some of them are old, whatever. If you're happy with it, you can continue with this plan. Or if you want to get in the programming stuff to see what I just presented, then you move up to the elite. That's all I can provide for you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. One important thing I forgot to mention here also is this tab here, probably the most important of all this simulation, is the performance. So you can see here, everyone's asking about um, backtesting. My question to myself is, why would I backtest? Is if I can get my hands on real futures data, and specifically, more importantly, real market data for options chain from wherever the CME provided. And again, I've said that's very expensive, but you can imagine when it comes to um, backtesting, why I don't need to do that. Why? Because here, if I'm providing all of these different types of strategies, it's clearly to me which one's the most profitable. Obviously, arbitrage, straddle, and probably get rid of maybe only focus on the top two strategy types and dump the other ones. And then I could feed all that logic and just put that in as a new update prompt into the AI and just say, only give me the prompts or only feed me the strategy coding logic for those top performing strategies. Um, just as an idea instead of back testing. So here you can see which ones are the most highest performing based upon, I mean, obviously this is pretty wild stuff, but if you have real market data, especially the options chain, as I said, you can easily determine what your best performing strategy type would be based upon Sharp, total P&L, and the win ratio as well. So again, here we have a strategy performance analysis with this radar thing. Again, I didn't ask for this. Okay, um, it's beyond crazy. So you can see here which one's the least risky. Again, using the real market data. Okay, uh, and then here we've got the risk return scatter plot. And again, it's crazy, but what's giving us our max drawdown? So we want this to be in around here with a maximum P&L. So we want, in this case, protective puts. Okay, and then only focus on those strategy types and get rid of the rest for maximum profit. But you could run this for a day. But again, it's very specific to what I fed it originally from all those reports. So I can go back in and quickly, instantly, literally in 10 minutes, get a new set of strategies, a new code base, a new front end to work with. Absolutely incredible where we're at. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.